And we are live. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Worldwide Biz with Thoa. My name is Thoa. If this is your first time coming here, and I am so excited and I am so nervous because I have a special lady that I would love to introduce to you guys for her to share her story because for me, she meant a lot, mean a lot to me since I started my business 2.5 years ago. She was one of our first guests on like one of my first training call with my team, and she was a guest speaker there. And just listen to her and listen to her sharing her story has inspired me so much. And every time I have any obstacles in my business or anything in life, I have her in my mind because she taught me have faith, not fear. And this is something that had been sticking with me the entire time. So I am so nervous, excited to introduce her to you. So let's just bring her on. Hi, welcome, Deborah.
Hi, thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
Thank you for taking your time and being here with me today. I'm so happy to see you, and you're glowing, by the way.
Thank
I
you.
bet the sun in Mexico is doing good for you.
Thank you. I love it here.
That's great. So, share a little bit about you. We have lots of our audience who don't know who you are yet.
Well, first and foremost, I'm a child of God. I'm a mother of six, a grandmother of 19, and soon to be a great grandmother of number nine. And I'm a successful online business owner.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And you are a big inspiration to our online community. Everybody know who Deborah is. Uh, yeah. So share with me your journey because I know a lot of people would love to know, when did you start your own digital business? What have you done before? Let us know a little bit about it.
Okay, well, I'll start out with a little bit of my story.
Mm.
In Before I started this online business, I had a lot of ups and downs in my life. I had battled the big C and I was in a really bad accident. And then I get back to work and my position of many years was eliminated. And it was like, I had been off work a long time before my position was eliminated. And um, it put us, in a financial situation. So now I'm without a job and it's like, my life dropped away. I'm 60 years old. I have no job. I have no money and I'm supposed to be in my golden years. I'm supposed to be
Mhm.
ready to retire and sit back and enjoy my life. But that wasn't going to happen for me at that point. It was to the point that I was going to have to live with my children and be a burden on them because the pensions in Canada are not that great. And that's where I was living at the time. So, anyways, I had to, I started looking for another job and I was confident I was going to get another job because I did really well at what I did and I loved doing what I did. But I had to soon come to the realization that nobody was going to hire anybody over 60 years old. They wanted the young people out of university that was going to give them years of service because at 60 it's a high risk. You're
Mhm.
high risk getting hired by somebody. The insurance is high if there is any insurance, and pensions money, it's just not there. So anyways, I started getting out of my comfort zone, looking online, and I thought, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I knew people that worked online. They didn't make
Mhm.
much money, but they had a job online. And I thought,
Mhm.
I can do that. I'm not going to be going out into the cold, the northern Canada, and I can do that. It won't be much money, but at least it'll be some. So I started looking, and man, I come across some pretty bad things. And I'm thinking, really, people really even try doing some of these things? Like, it's scary. And this ad kept going across my page and across my page. And I thought, it's probably just one of those other scammy things again. I'll keep looking. finally, it was like this ad just did not stop. It was there. It was there. It was there. It was there. So I finally clicked on it.
Mm.
And from the moment I clicked on it and got the information and watched the 90-minute information session about it, it was like I knew this was my answer. I knew it. I knew this, was what it was going to be. I didn't know how it was going to happen because I didn't even know how to put a picture on Facebook. I kept that
Love
duct
that.
tape over my camera so people couldn't see me. So I was
Really?
going to have to really get out of a comfort zone. I was going to have a learning curve. I used to work on a computer 12 to 14 hours a day, but it was income tax programs, it was database programs, anything to do with accounting,
Mm.
it was that. But at the end of the day, I closed my screen. I never learned social media. And they're talking about, Facebook, you put your picture on Facebook, put my picture on Facebook. Oh my gosh, like I don't know how to do that. And it was like, TikTok. And I'm saying TikTok, Twitter, what kind of names are those? And so, anyways, but I seen the business
Mm.
side of it. And I knew this was a business that would work, but I was going to have to learn. And I know anything that you do in life, especially if you're starting over, you have to learn something new.
I love that.
And I
Yeah.
thought, I can do this. There was many times I thought, oh, I'm too old, I'm too stupid. But I had a 12-year-old grandson in my corner cheering me on, saying, Grandma, you can do anything you put your mind to. You
Oh
know?
wow,
And I'm saying,
wow.
"Oh my God, love him so dearly." He showed me how to put a picture on Facebook, and I got up and running. I may have been slower getting up and running than most people because I did have a learning curve, but I never gave up. I
Mm.
learned how to live by faith, and I had to get rid of fear in my life. Like I was afraid. I was afraid of people looking at me through my computer, even though when my camera wasn't on, I was afraid of making a mistake and just wrecking everything. I was just afraid of everything. So I had to start having faith in myself.
Mm.
Of course, I have faith in God, anyways, but I had to have faith in myself. I had to learn to have faith in this business. I had to learn how to have faith in me. I had to realize that I am worthy. We're
Mm.
all worthy of prosperity.
Mm.
We're all worthy of having things better in our life. And I had to get rid of that fear. I had to get rid of fear that when my bills are coming in, that I'm not going to have the money ever to pay them, and that was
Mm.
the biggest fear in my life. And I had to get rid of that fear, saying, it's just a season. It's just a short time. It's going to happen. I'm going to be successful in this business. So I had to get rid of that fear because, when we think of things, that's what we
Mm.
bring about.
Yeah.
Right? So I had to have faith. I am going to prosper. I am worthy. I can do this. And when I
Mm.
got the faith in myself and got rid of fear and started living, and that's why you guys hear me say all the time, you have to live by faith, not fear, because fear will steal your dreams. Fear will
And
steal
we
your life.
And
Right?
we love that. And we love that. It's something that has been sticking with me since I started a business. And every time I have some fear, I think about you. I think about how you said it. And it's just giving me a lots of, encouragement and faith and belief. And, you are so right. Have faith, not fear,
Yes.
right? Because fear is
Yes.
going to steal a lot from you. So thank you so much. It's really impacts me so much.
Oh, you're so welcome. Because if we don't have faith, we have nothing. Like if we
Mm.
can't believe in ourselves, we can't believe in what we're doing. We need to have faith in everything that we do in life because like you said, faith will steal, kill
Mm.
and destroy us. And fear is the way that most people live today.
Mm.
They're afraid to go out driving in a car because, the traffic is crazy. And that's like me in Mexico here. I'll use this for an example. Everybody said, "You drive in Mexico?" And I said, "Yes, I drive in Mexico." Like,
Oh.
you can't be afraid of things going to happen in your life. You got to have faith
Mm.
that when you get in that car, you're going to be protected. You're going to get to point A and point, B,
Mm.
C, and back home in safety. You have to
Yeah.
have faith in everything you do in life. You can't be afraid. And I'm 67 years old.
Yeah.
And if I was afraid, of walking on the street, taking my dogs for a walk on the street, then, what kind of life would I have? Fear
Mm,
will steal it. It's like this business. If you don't believe in yourself and believe that, you're fine, like, every one of us can have prosperity. We're meant to be prosperous. We're
mm,
meant, our life on this earth, we're meant to prosper. We're not meant to be afraid of everything and hide and, cower. We're meant to be, thrivers. We're meant to be strong, worthy people that we can believe in ourselves and we can do anything we put our mind to.
mm,
So I'm very firm that if people will learn to live by faith. And when I
mm.
say faith, yes, there's a higher power, but I also mean believe in yourself. Believe in what you're doing. Believe in your children. People don't have faith in their children. They're so afraid their children are going to make a mistake and they want them to be perfect. Well, having faith is not perfection.
Yeah.
Having faith is just believing in ourselves. And the hardest part about being a parent, too, I'll tell you, is letting your children grow up and make their own decisions. That is the most difficult part of being a parent. But we have to have faith in our children that they can do what they set out to do. And you know what? If they make a mistake, we're going to be right
Mm,
there to pick them up and to encourage them to have faith and keep moving on. And that's, we learn that first in our families with our children. And now we have to teach it to the people that come into our
mm.
business. Believe in yourself. Don't ever, ever underestimate yourself. Have that faith that you can do whatever you want to do.
Deborah, I totally understand what you're saying. It's so important. But let's say if we have somebody who, who need to learn to have faith in their self, in themselves. What your like suggestions or advice that they can do daily to build on that faith in themselves, in the belief in themselves, because it's hard for some people,
It
right?
is
Sometimes
hard.
when
It's hard.
if they have been through life like a long time believing
Yeah,
something else, it's kind of hard to just switch it like that. Do you
it
have any
is.
advice how one can do that?
Get sticky notes. That's what I used to do. Oh my gosh. And I had a housekeeper that came in here in Mexico and I had my sticky notes sticking and she would take them down every time. And I'd say, no, no, don't touch my sticky notes. Even
I
learning my
love that.
Spanish words, I'd put the Spanish word on the thing, like the TV, the door, the counter, like, so I would, she took them down every time. But stick on your mirror. I am worthy. I am
Mm,
loved. I am special. I can do whatever I put my mind to. If you wake up in the morning or even in the middle of the night, people go into the bathroom, they wash their hands or stand in front of the mirror. And if they see those sticky notes coming down the side of the mirror, they say them. And, sometimes
mm,
I didn't want to say it. Sometimes I didn't want to say, oh, yeah, like, but when you see it, you say it.
mm,
Because whatever we say that comes out of our mouth is what happens. So if we say, I can't do it, guess what?
mm,
We're already telling ourselves that we can't. Always have faith that you can do it. But get those sticky notes all over the place. Start reading books. A lot of people don't like reading books. You can
mm.
get audio books. Like
Exactly.
I have books that I keep in PDF and I have books that I have in audio. And when I have new people coming in, the first thing I say to them is, what do you like to read or do you prefer to listen? And I send
I,
them a book on
I love
how
that.
they can, learn to live by faith, not fear, how they can believe in themselves and to read, just the positiveness about what
Mm,
you can do when you put your mind to doing something. My number one book to read, which I read it every day, is the Bible. But
mm,
a lot of people, they read the book, The Magic, they read the book, a positive thinking books. They're awesome.
mm,
Anything that's good in your life, read it, you know? And I had to learn how to stay away from the TV on the shows that were negative.
yeah.
That was my hardest thing because I had never been a TV watcher in all my life. And then when I have no job, what is there to do? You turn on the TV, and then I get into watching, these murder mysteries and things, and they're exciting and but they're
Mm,
negative. And I'm
Yes,
thinking,
agree.
if I want to have faith, and really believe that I can do something and have positivity in my life instead of negativity, I can't be
Mm,
watching shows that are negative. So
yeah.
that was my hardest thing. I had to, I just got used to doing something I hadn't done before. And then boom, here I am. I'm not watching them anymore. And I'm trying to be positive. And there was days that I had to fight with myself.
Mm,
I would get so angry with myself because I didn't know how to do something. Well, and then the stinking thinking starts setting in, I can't do it. Yes, I can do it. I used to have to get angry with myself and say, yes, I can do it. Sometimes
mm,
I used to have to just set things aside, walk away, and come back. And it was like, oh, that was easy, but sometimes you just
mm,
have to get up and walk away and come back and say nice things about yourself. You're beautiful, good morning, beautiful. You're beautiful. You're worthy. Have faith in yourself,
yeah,
believe in yourself, believe in your business. And that's, you can make it anything happen in your life as long
I
as
like
it's
that.
something good.
I love that. It's very, very practical and very good tips we have got from you. You know, sticky notes. You know, read or listen to anything positive.
Yes.
Watching something positive. When you talk about watching something positive, you know, this time of the year is the best season to. If you want to watch a movie, you should watch a Christmas movie. Because
Yes, because they're
Christmas
so
movie
good,
is
right?
all about that, right? Have
Yes.
faith and feel good and happy ending and everything is good, right? So
Yeah.
I love Christmas movie.
Yes.
Thank you for
Yeah.
those tips. It's very um, practical and it's not easy, but you know when you do it step by step, right? Have one sticky note and then add a few more, and then
Yeah,
and
and hang out with positive people. Like,
mm,
when people come into this business, it's not just them and their
mm,
mentor and their coach. There's a whole group of people. And people do Zoom calls all the time. Different
mm,
groups have different Zoom calls. And
yeah,
join in on those Zoom calls and listen to the positivity. You know, say
mm,
something, get into the habit, and it takes 21 days for something to become a habit.
mm,
So for 21 days, have those stickers on your thing. And for 21 days, say, I am beautiful. I am worthy. I am prosperous. I am loved. I can do whatever I set my mind to.
mm,
Say that for 21 days without any hesitation, without any failure, without any doubt. And that's the thing about
yeah,
having faith and believing in yourself. You can't have any doubt.
mm, mm,
Doubt is a fear. And if you
mm,
can't get rid of the fear, right, you're going to have that doubt. You can't have both. You can't have fear
mm,
and faith at the same time. You got to
exactly.
have that fear and get rid, or that faith and get rid of that fear. You have to have that faith and believe in yourself, because each and every person on the face of this earth, we're equal. And
Mm,
that's something that a lot of people don't, they feel intimidated by other people. Don't ever let anybody intimidate anybody, because
mm,
we're the exact same.
mm,
We're all born into this world the exact same way, you know? We're all breathe air, we all drink water, we all eat food. That is a constant. You know,
mm.
we may be different color, we may be different sizes, we may be different countries. That doesn't matter. We're still all exactly the same. And that's something that you got to realize, and everybody has to realize you're as worthy as
Mm,
whoever you look up to, whoever that person is you look up to, you're as worthy as them. And always remember that. Have the faith that you
mm.
know that you're as worthy as they are.
Love that. Love
Always. You're the most important person. When you look in that mirror in the morning, you're the most important person on the face of the earth. Don't ever let anybody steal that from you.
I love that. I love that. That is, very important, thing that we need to remind ourselves, right? If we
Yes.
take care of ourselves, our mind, feed ourselves with positivity, we can do
Yes.
so much more for the people around us, right?
Oh my
So,
gosh.
yeah,
Yes. Yes.
thank you so much. Deborah, how long have you been having your digital business?
I started February 9th, 2017. So it'll be 7 years in February. Yeah.
Wow, wow. I love that. And when you started, if I can ask, what was your biggest challenge? I know you're talking about, you couldn't put up the your Facebook picture, right? But
Yeah.
were there any more challenges in the beginning, and how did you overcome that?
Well, a lot was my tech savvy,
Mm,
knowing what social media was. And they had a lot of different lingo, and I'm thinking, like, they're saying Twitter. What kind of a word is Twitter? TikTok. Like, I had the problem of, like, and there's acronyms for everything. And I'm saying, oh my goodness, how am I going to remember all these things? And then I said, that's stinking thinking. I am going to remember these. So I started writing things down. Well, then I'd go the next day and I'd look and I'd say, what is that? What did I write down? But I would write it again, like,
yeah.
and so, yeah, I had, the challenges of learning social media. And,
Mm,
our training is so good, though. It's step by step by step. And if anybody can read and turn on a video, we can do this business. Now, I was here, and I hope people don't do what I did, because I would try something, and if it didn't work, I would do the exact same thing over and over, trying to expect different results. Well, I
mm,
had to learn the hard way there that, if something you do doesn't work, then apparently there's another way to do it. And that was where, I thought, oh, and I had to get rid of that fear, oh, there's got to be another way. I can do this
mm,
and
mm,
figure it out. But, I spent hours doing, like, my grandson said, if you want to learn how to put a picture on Facebook, you type in, how do I put a picture on Facebook using my MacBook Pro? Because he said, you got to tell them what kind of computer you have and question mark, and your answer will come up. Well, I typed it in and typed it in, and all these YouTube things come up. And they're talking about cars, they're talking about jewelry, they're talking about clothing, they're talking about makeup and health stuff. And I'm saying, and I did it all day. And I thought, he's not even home until 3 o'clock, but I'll keep trying. There must be something. Maybe I'm spelling a word, like doing the same thing, expecting different results. So he said to me, I called him. Soon as I knew he was home, I called him and I said, Daisy, honey, this just isn't working for grandma. And he said, well, what are you doing, grandma? So I told him, and he said, well,
mm.
that's right. What are you seeing? And I'm telling him, and he said, well, grandma, just slow down a minute. Down on the bottom right-hand corner of that video, it'll say skip ad. You click on that, and then your answer is going to be there. I said, nobody told me that. You didn't tell me that. So don't ever have assumption that people are going to know. That's why our training is so good, because I think I weeded the way through for a lot of people, because I said,
Mm,
please don't have the assumption that people have common sense when it comes to this, because I didn't. And I can't be the only one on the face of the earth that didn't understand that, you had to hit a button, another button. Like, I needed to be told those things. So now we have so much better training than what I had when
yeah.
I came in 7 years ago, that,
Wow.
it's there. And when people come into the business, they're signed a personal mentor and a
Mm,
personal coach, and they have a whole team of people that are rooting for them, because there's no competition in this business. And
no.
that is one of the things I absolutely love about this, because, I learned by helping other people. And, people would call me and they'd say, Deborah, how do you do this? And I'd say, I don't have a clue, but let's get together and Zoom and figure it out.
I
That's
love that.
how I
Yeah.
learned, is I
Mm,
ask questions, and
mm.
and don't ever feel there's a stupid question, because, I got my training on my phone. Like, Darren said, you got to have it on your phone, because this is a mobile business. You don't have to sit in front of your computer. You can go anywhere, but you have to have that information on your phone. And I
That's
said,
what
well,
I
I
told
can
your
make
team
a phone
yesterday as
call
well.
on my phone, right? But anyways, I got it on my phone, and I got my training up, and I'm clicking it and I'm clicking it, and
Mm,
nothing's happening.
yeah.
So I finally get the nerve up, and that's doing the same thing, expecting different results again. So I get the nerve up the next day, and I contact them. And I said, never even introduced myself. I just said, Did you guys kick me out? Am I too old? Am I too stupid? Did you guys kick me out? And they said,
Oh, that
Deborah,
is
what are you talking about? And I said, well, I have my training open and I'm clicking, I'm clicking, I'm clicking. Nothing's happening. And they said, well, are you on your phone or your computer? And I said, well, you told me I had to have it on my phone. I've got it on my phone. He said, now just calm down, Deborah. Take your index finger, take it to your bottom of your phone just lightly and slide up. I said, I didn't know I could do that. So anyway, and that's again, I said, don't ever assume people know, because I mean, I did good to make phone calls on a cell phone. I didn't have, internet when I was growing up. I was an adult before
Yeah.
internet ever came about, and I learned how to type on those old fashioned typewriters that you do that. You had to have muscles to be able to type, and the dial telephones. Like, we didn't have all of this, techie things. So yeah, it took me a little longer, but I did it. And now
Yeah.
I said to my team, if you ask me a question and I sort of giggle, please don't take offense by it. It's just that I know the exact answer because I asked the exact same question. And I
I love
still
that.
don't have all the answers, but you know what? I know how to figure them out. We can work together and figure them out.
That's so inspiring, work together and figure them out together, because
Yeah,
we do work like that within our community. Let's figure it out together. And,
exactly.
we bring everybody with us. So, yeah, wow, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Every time I listen to story, I
So
think it's
nobody needs to be afraid that they can't do this business. Anybody can do this business. 18
yeah,
years old to 80 or 90, however old you want to be, right?
yeah,
So
exactly.
anybody can do this business.
Thank you so much, Deborah. I know that you have lots of things going on in your schedule, and I'm so grateful and feel so blessed to have you here on my business
Oh,
page, sharing your story. It's always so inspiring, and I know lots of people will watch this on replay and gonna feel so inspired by you. And thank you so much. Just before we end up, just a funny question, like if you can choose, Deborah, where, like, your favorite like travel destination, where would that be?
well, Mexico was my favorite country to go to, but I filled my bucket list when I started this business. So I had to build another bucket list. Now
Oh,
I want to go to all the countries. Like, our business is in 25 countries. I want to be in all 25 because we have business partners. Like, you're in Sweden. I want to come to Sweden. I want
you're
to go to the
welcome.
UK. I want to go to Japan in June. I want to go to all of these places, and it's possible, right?
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
it's possible.
So whenever you do a tour in Europe, so please give me a call. I would
Oh,
love to take care of
definitely.
you.
I'm going to be contacting everybody. Hey, you got a room? I'm going to come and spend a night with you. Like,
Welcome. It's very snowy right now. It's like packed with snow. It's very cold, but come in the spring, in the summertime, even when you're
yes.
in.
And that's the time I'd rather travel because it's very hot here in Mexico in the
Hmm.
summer months. So that's the times that I like to travel.
Thank you so much, Deborah.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for
God bless.
sharing. You have a great day and a
You
great
too.
weekend. And thank you so much. We
Thank
speak again
you.
soon, okay?
God
Thank
bless.
you.
It blesses me when you invite me to come and talk. So
Oh,
take
thank
care. God
you.
bless.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye. So that's it. That is so inspiring. I hope that you are inspired as I am. Tomorrow we're gonna have another lady coming on as well, and I can wait for you to meet her. This time she's from Lesotho. It's in Africa, so it's gonna be so exciting. Have a great evening. Speak soon. Bye.